Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about the data types second part. Today is the last data types. So let us discuss about the ROWID data type. ROWID data type. So ROWID is a pseudo column, guys. ROWID is a pseudo column. So ROWID data type is represent the actual storage address of the row. The actual storage address of the row. So why we use ROWID is to remove the duplicate rows records from the table. So ROWID is a pseudo column. ROWID is a pseudo column. What is pseudo column? The column which is not appeared physically but available physically in every table. The column which is not appeared physically but available physically in every table. So when you see, the column will not appear physically but it's available every table. Let's see. Shall I? Guys, here when you see the default size line, page line and line size is very less. You see the column, see it is coming next row, this column name. And one more thing, here only three lines are coming. So set line and page line. See again column names are coming for the table. So the line size and the page size is very less by default. You need to set them. Set line. So I am setting line size is 200. Set page size 200. Now if we execute the same command again, now it will come properly. See line size and page size. Now do we have any row ID in this column? Mean row ID in this table. Do you have any row ID column?
No.
No. So as I said, the column which is not appeared physically. So physically it is not appearing, but it's available in every table. Even if you see another table, if you see yesterday we have student 6 or 7 we have created, right? See set select product master or something. See, is it appearing physically? Can we see the row ID physically? Row ID column? No. But it's available physically in every table. See now, row ID, ename, or else emp dot star from emp. See, so row ID is a column name. Here, I don't want to write manually these all columns. So this all columns are belongs to the employee table, no? So emp dot star. That means star indicates all columns. Here star indicates all columns, right? Star indicates here star indicates all columns. So why do we need to put emp dot star means here you are including row ID. If you put just star, it doesn't work. From where it has to take all fields. So here it has to take from employee table, it has to take all fields. That's the reason you have to give employee dot star. Employee dot star. So employee table of all fields it has to take. So is this available physically in a table? Now is
No.
this available? Now is this available, guys? Can you see? Row ID. This is called row ID.
Available. Okay.
So
So
until unless you keep
until
yes,
unless you
some
yes,
somebody please keep on mute. Here, as I said, ROWID is a pseudo column which is not appeared physically. See, it is not appearing until unless you are mentioning that column name. Until unless you are mentioning that column name, you can't see that one. So that's the reason I am telling ROWID is a pseudo column. Pseudo column means the column which is not appeared physically but available in every table physically. Here it is not it is not here it is not available, but physically it's available in every table. So when you mention physically, by the time it is coming. So now insert into some values I'm inserting. Here, if you observe employee number, it is having primary key or what? 7788 key name king next DEPT number. So it is having primary key. Now you can execute the same query. You can execute same query, ename comma salary comma DEPT number. So do we have any duplicate rows here? The same name, here king, here king, here VTS, VTS. Do we have, guys?
yes, we have.
So why we use real time in ROWID? By using ROWID, we can uniquely identify the rows. We can identify the rows uniquely. Unique in the sense that there is no duplication. So every value is a unique value. Every value is a unique value. Why we use ROWID in real time? To identify the row as a uniquely. So here VTS, VTS, VTS repeated. But if you observe the ROWID is C, is it same? As a names ROWID is also same?
Different. They are
Different.
different.
So to identify the uniquely, we will use row ID. That is what here. Why we mention the row ID means it is easy to remove the duplicate rows from table. So there is a concept called subquery, correlated subquery. That is very very important. I will show you there. There we can insert multiple duplicate records, and by using row ID we can delete them. By using row ID we can delete them. Clear? So what is this row ID? It is a physical address of the row. Physical address means, see why we use this row ID, so why it is important, why they have introduced. So there are some concepts. Index, for example, this table is having around 20,000 or 30,000 records, around 20,000 or 30,000 records. So when you are fetching the data, when you are fetching the data, by the time, the performance will be degraded, because the server has to check each and every row. For example, same, let assume that the table is having 30,000 records. Now I am taking select star from EMB where DEPT number equal to 10. How it works, how it works. Oh, sorry. See now the table is having total 16 rows. Total 16 rows. Here when you put the condition, we are getting only some 5 rows. Why we are getting 5 rows only? The table is having, even though 16 rows, we are getting only 5 rows.
Only conditions satisfied records will
So we
come.
have filtered the data. The same way here we have only less rows, 16 rows. In real time it may have huge data like 50,000 or 1 lakh records like that. So now how the server will check? Here select star from EMP. So you are telling I need all fields and data from the table. The restriction, the filtering, I don't need whole data. So I want to filter the data. So by using where condition, we can filter the data. By using where condition, so we have that is separate concept where condition is. So there is a separate concept for the where condition. We can discuss there. No worries. Here, this is the where condition concept we have. So we will discuss about the in where condition, filter the data, how we can filter the data, we can discuss here. So you just to remember this how it works, how the server will work here. First, what is the condition? DEPT number equal to 10, it will come here. DEPT number equal to 10. So first it will come here. Here what is there? Nothing. Null. Null equal to 10. Is it same? True? Condition true, guys? False.
No.
10 equal to 10. Condition true? 10 equal to 10.
Equal to 10. Yes.
Is it true? Yes.
Is it
So
true?
10.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
my voice is
Why
coming back?
you, my voice is coming?
Maybe something your mic or speaker is having issue. So 10 equal to 10. So condition true. So what it will do? The server, it will copy this whole record, and it will paste into the buffer cache. There is a buffer cache. It will come and it will paste one record here. What is that record? This true. Next, so once it is pasted, again it will go to the base table because we have total 16 rows. Each and every row it has to check. So again 20 equal to 10. 20 equal to 10. Condition true? False.
False.
So it doesn't go and paste into the buffer cache because it's false. Next to 10 equal to 10. True. It will copy this whole and it will come and paste into the buffer cache. Second record. Again true. Third record. So false. This all false. Again here 10. So it will copy this one. Fourth record. This all false. 10 equal to 10. True. Here. Fifth record. Total how many records is came in the buffer cache? Here it is also false.
5 records.
So that's the reason here total 5 records are there. Total 5 records. Now how many times is server checked, guys, while it is filtering? How many times server checked?
Fraction of seconds.
No, no. How many times
No, no.
server
How
has
many
checked?
times? Oh, 16 times.
So here
So
server has
here,
checked.
server checked.
Please go on mute.
Please go on mute.
You cannot unmute yourself because your voices don't know why it is coming again. You can join through mobile and laptop both, then you can speak if you required. Okay. So now total 16 times server is checked. So here you have only 16 records. In real time, if you are having 30,000 records, how many times server has to check?
30,000.
So 30,000 times server has to check. So by the time the performance will be degraded. Performance will be degraded. That's the reason we will create some indexes or some tuning tips. Some we will keep to improve the performance. So here when you create the index to improve the performance, that will never save this columns data. The index never save this columns data. That will store the row id. That will store the row id. Here what is that row id means? Row id will store the physical address of the row. Physical address. Address means where exactly that row it has been stored. Where exactly that has been stored. For example, this is the hard disk. So I said, right, it will be the like circle form. If you take in your laptop, if you open your hard disk, it will be a some square shape. But when you open, there will be four screws for every side. If you open that screws, then it will be inside. It is round shape only with some small paper inside. So it will be like this only. So now the row id, what it will do, for example, your table is the address, the table data is stored here. So what index will do, it will store this row id, exact address, the index. So when it is next time when you are retrieving the data, it doesn't check this all remaining places. It doesn't check. It doesn't search in whole hard disk. What it will do? It directly search this physical address by using row ID. So that is called row ID. Row ID, what it will do? It store the physical address. For example, there is a village or there is a town. If you take one city, what you will tell? You will call some name. You will call some name. Some Badshah or some Muhammad or some other name. So there are 100 or 200 houses are there. 100 or 200. Let us assume that some city you can take. You want to find out the Muhammad that's within that city. If you take Hyderabad, is it possible to check whole Muhammad where? We may get multiple names with the Muhammad, or else is it possible to check manually?
No.
No. For example, Muhammad has, you know that Muhammad address. You know that Muhammad house address. Is it easy
We
now?
can find out.
We can easily find out, right? Why we can easily find out? Because we know his address. Where he is physically available, we know that his address. So that we can easily find out. The same way, when you are finding out the data in the tape in the hard disk, the whole hard disk it will search. By that time, it's very difficult to check the table. First, what it will do without index, what it will without row ID index. First, it will check the how the query check. For every condition, how the query will perform. First, first it will check the select where conditions syntaxes. First it will check the this whether these are correct or not. Second it will check the table name. Third it will check the conditions everything correct or not. Fourth it will check the fields, what and all fields you required. Fourth it will check. First, it will check select and where. Yeah, both are correct. Next, which table it will check. Second, within the table, next condition will check. DEPT field equal to 10. Then it will perform it. Next, it will check the fields. Fields means what and all data I need to display. Like that way, it will check. So we can see this part in. There are some big query. We will write it two, three, or four, 5 lines or 5, 10 lines code. I will clearly explain there again this part. Like that way, it will check. Here how many times where and all it checked, it checked everything, no, select where, table name, DEPT number, fields. But when you mention the row id and you create the index with the row id, then it doesn't check this all the things. What it will do, it will search, it will store the row id. So when you create the index for this addresses, it will store this row id, it will store that row id. Then directly it will go and it will pick that one. It doesn't check also all this. Directly it will go and it check that one. Even let's see emp where row id, how it will search internally when you create the, when you create the index to improve the performance. Like now you can see why it came directly. You mention this row id. Where is D? This one. This one you mentioned directly. Now it doesn't perform all this. It directly pick from here by using this row ID. But when you use row ID, same salary equal 2975, it has to check each and every row 16 times. Instead of checking 16 time, instead of checking only one time, which is improve the performance, which will take time. 16 time will take time, or only one time to check server, it will take time. It will take time, guys. Which one will take time?
This one only will take time. Like if we give index number directly, like it will
So
improve the performance.
only one time is checking, it's very improved performance. That's the reason. That's the reason they have introduced the row id. When you are dealing with the multiple data, so is to improve the performance, we use to create the index that will store the physical address directly. It will pick from there. What I said, that one. So is it clear, guys? Row id is clear, everyone? That's all data types are completed. Let us move to the next. All data types are completed. Let us move to the next. So now you can tell me, we will create one table. Select, we will create one table now. So now you know, right? To create the table, what and all you required? To create the table, you need table name, data type, and size, and column name for that. So now you know data type we have cleared. Next you need table name, that's our wish. Then column names, that's our wish. What and all you have to take, what and all you need to take based on your situation. Now we will create, now we will create some employee table or student table, these things. So let us create one employee table. Create table. Table name you required, I am taking employee. Now f name, which data type I have to declare, guys? First, wait, emp id, which data type I have to declare?
integer,
Integer,
number,
number, or anything fine. But if you declare the integer, that will take, that will take maximum size of 38 digits. First name,
varchar 2,
varchar 2. Now next, l name, last name
Bracket.
var2. So next, um, date of join in my company. Date of join.
Higher date.
Date of join. Which date type you have to take?
Higher date. Date type.
So higher date, that's your wish. The higher date is the field name. Now I am taking field name as date of join. Which data type you have to declare? Date data type.
Date type.
Now I am taking login login time. Login date and time.
Date and time.
Which one I have to take? Which date type? Which date type, guys?
Date time. Both.
Both means which date type I have to declare. Date means date. Both you required means what you have to declare. What and all timestamps we have for the dates in our SQL? One is date, another one is
Time.
timestamp.
Sam.
Timestamp. Next, uh, salary. Salary.
Number.
Number of.
It is
So with even with we have decimal, we have to take it. Sometimes some decimal they will round it based on your salary. Next, photo. Which data type or image? Which data type, guys? Image. To store the image, what and all we have? One is blog, another one is the raw data type, another one is the long raw data type. So raw data type maximum we can use, we can we can save 2000 byte, 2000 byte. Long raw 2 GB, blob is 4 GB. So anyhow you can use the blob. Next, gender. Which data type?
work car.
Because that is only MRF, only 1 byte. Table name already exists. So employee 1 I am taking. Now we can create the table, right? Now you know what and all fields you require, what and all data types you declare. They will tell you like what is their expectation to create the table. Some of the table is required. These all are the fields is required. Based on the data which is going to store in that field, you have to determine the we have to determine the data types. You have to determine the date types. So now while creating the table, you should remember some of the points. You should remember some of the points. Are we providing how we are providing size for this column? 10. Data type is number data type. Maximum it can store the 10 bytes. Are we providing any memory to the table like this 10 or 20, 30?
No, sir.
No. So no need to provide the memory for a table explicitly. No need to provide the memory for the table explicitly. Now I am taking 123 123 EMP. So first I am taking numeric along with the employee. Along with the here numeric starting with the string or else character. Invalid table name. What is the issue? The table name must be start with character. Table name must be start with character. So here That you have to remember this point. Always table name must be start with character, either capital A to Z or small a to Z. So here, which we are starting table name here, what is it has been
with the
started?
number.
So
With the
number.
number.
So but you can create like this. EMP123, you can create like this. Why we can create now?
So first it will come strings. After that it will take integer.
Yeah.
Integer.
So that doesn't matter from second letter onwards, either a integer or either a integer or a string. The table must be start with the string or character. The table name must be start with the character. That doesn't matter. After that, in character data is there or numeric data is there. That doesn't matter. So you should remember this point. No need to provide the memory for a table explicitly. Table name must be start with a character. Now here, how many columns we declare?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Eight,
6.
eight, eight columns, right? So it is a very very important, guys. In interview
Equals.
they will ask. In interview they will ask how many maximum columns we can declare in a table. Maximum number of columns we can declare for a table. Like this way, we can declare how many number of columns maximum. Maximum 1,000 columns we can declare. One table can have maximum 1,000 columns. It's very 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 important. They will ask in interview how many maximum number of columns we can define or we can declare for the table. Maximum 1,000 columns. There are some other databases like MS MySQL or MS SQL. 1024 columns we can declare. 1024 columns. Okay. Every table must have one column at least. Every table must have one column at least. So now I am removing everything. So I am taking only one column. See, table is created. Table is created. One column, table is created. Now I am removing all columns. Just a table name. Missing right parenthesis. So one at least one every table at least one column required. To create a table you need at least one column you required. Okay. Table name cannot start with number or special characters. We have already seen, right? Table name, we should not use the number starting letter of a table name. You should not use number. At the same time, you should not use character also. You should not use character also. Sorry, not character. Special operators. What is special operators, guys? In our keyboard,
Comma.
At the rate of
Ash.
at
At
the
the
rate
rate.
to comma, so hash symbols. Now I am taking at the rate to dollar, some percentile, next to EMP, like this. Here see, invalid table name. So you should remember always table name should be with a character. So recently one guy joined in HCL, one of our student. So HCL company everyone knows, right? So first round they kept the exam. In exam they have given this question. in exam. They have given four options, which is there are multiple is wrong. Only you need to identify correct table name. Correct table name. So when you know these things only, then you can able to answer that question. First round they kept a exam, and if you get 7.5 or 8 around for 10 points, total 60 questions, then they will move you to the next round. So whatever I am telling, that is very very important. So you should remember each and everything. You should keep on practice whatever we discuss in the class, so that only you can remember it. Okay. So table name cannot start with the number or special characters. Under table name should not be a oracle keyword. Should not be a oracle keyword. So now we have keyword select to select the data. We have keyword update to update the data. Just to select. Table name should not be a just a keyword. See, invalid table name. That doesn't allow. If the table name if the star table name is having a Oracle or SQL keywords, select to update, delete any commands. Those commands are some keywords is there. Index, create index name. Index is a keyword there. View is a keyword there. Those things it doesn't accept. Table name cannot be Oracle keyword. Table name is not case sensitive. By default, table name will store in uppercase only. So now I am giving table name is smaller letter EMP79. Employee ID also smaller letter. So if you observe here, I have taken table name is a smaller letter, column name also smaller letter. So table is created. To see the table structure, what is this is also they have asked, guys. I think another company. Uh,
Describe DASA.
yes, they have asked what is the command to check the table structure. You have to use DES is the command. So what is the table name? EMP89. You have used smaller case or uppercase column name. You have used smaller case, right? But here by default it stores the uppercase. Here a table name also you have used smaller case. That let me show you. This command you no need. You just observe. So I just wanted to show you. We can discuss further. Each topic is there. Please go on mute. See here what we have mentioned, guys. Smaller case or uppercase to create a table. Is it uppercase or smaller case, guys?
Smaller, smaller.
Smaller.
Smaller case.
But how it is stored in the database? How it is stored? Uppercase.
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 Same for column name. For field name or column name, smaller case. By default, store the uppercase. So table name and column names are not case sensitive. Table name and column names are not case sensitive. Now select star from EMB. So here is it smaller case or uppercase?
Uppercase.
Here
Uppercase.
here is it smaller case or uppercase?
Smaller.
So
Smaller.
By default, is it inserted uppercase or smaller case? It is no default, right? How you are inserting the data, either smaller means smaller way it will insert, either capital means capital way insert. So the data is a case sensitive. The data is a case sensitive. In which case you insert, that case only it will store. In which case you insert, that case only it will insert. Let's see. You can see here Siva, capital letter inserted. Now you can see Siva. Now you can check the data.
Select start from EMP.
See, first you inserted Siva capital letter. It is inserted capital letter only. Next you inserted Siva smaller letter. It is inserted smaller letter only. So the data which you are inserting, that is a case sensitive. But column name and table name are not case sensitive. Not case sensitive means in which case you will give while you are creating a table or column. That doesn't matter. By default it stores the capital letter only. So that is mean I want to say table name is not case sensitive. By default name will be stored in uppercase only. Even if you give smaller case, it will save uppercase only. So see, this is the valid table, this is the invalid table. Valid table is EMP date. It is a valid date, but you should not use EMP date. Hyphen you should not use. Let's see. So in real time also you never see the type of tables. Almost most tables will have another one. Create table name. EMP hyphen some date. Missing invalid option. We should not use hyphen to create the table. So for example, now you got a requirement product underscore master you have to create. So product underscore master you have to give. Product master table. So for one product and another master, you should not even give the space. Create table product master. So you should not use the space. When you use space means the server will treat it as every separate word as a table name. See, missing or invalid option. So by the see here is the error. So the you know that it is a single table, so you should not use the space. What you need to do then? So you try to keep the hyphen first. Hyphen. Hyphen also you should not use. So there is a only option you should use the underscore. Then only the server will treat it as this whole word, this whole product and master as a one word. One word. When it is one word, then it will treat it as a table name. So there is a already table. Product master score one I will take. See now. Oh my god, hyphen. See now. So you should use the underscore. You should not use the hyphen. So it is a invalid table. So you can see emp underscore delete. You can use like this underscore. Why it is invalid table here? Delete. Why it is invalid table, guys? Delete.
That is a keyword.
Yeah, that is a keyword. Oracle keyword or SQL keyword. Why it is invalid?
It started with a special character.
Special operator. So why
Yes.
it is invalid?
Number.
Started with number.
Number. Why it
Number.
is invalid?
Hyphen.
Hyphen.
iPhone.
So that is next column name. So to create a table, you need data type. So next to table name also we discussed. To create a table, you need table name and fields names and data type sizes. So data type sizes we have already completed. Table name we have completed. Next column name. Table name it's very simple. No need to provide any memory, and a table name must be started with a character. One table can have maximum 1000 columns only. So every table must have one column, at least one column. So table name cannot start with the number or special operator. Table name cannot be Oracle keyword. Table name is a not case instance. Now column names. Column name is a unique in a table. For example, product underscore master. You have used SL number. Again you used SL number. So SN number, but here you have taking int integer. What is the issue? Duplicate column name. That doesn't matter which data types. Either varchar 2 also. That doesn't matter. But the column name should not be a duplicate. If you use one column name, the whole name should be only one unique column name. You should not repeat same column name to declare again. See SL number you repeated. See, second time it is showing error. Duplicate column name. So the column name should not be a duplicate. For every table, the column is a unique. So for example, the column name is name. So whole table should have only name. You should not create one more column as name. That should not be a duplicate. It's a unique. Next, column name start with A to Z letter only. Same. How the table name should start with the character. Same column name also should start with the character only. Should not start any. Should not should not start any. Should not start any number. Should not start any special operator. Same. Should not use the hyphen for the column. Should not use the hyphen. You can able to use the underscore. Same. You should not use the Oracle keyword or SQL keywords. The four scenarios you should not use for column also. Column name cannot be a Oracle keyword. Okay. So data types are completed. Column name is completed. Table name is completed. Now you know, right? Like to create a table. Now we will go for the here. Types of SQL statements or SQL commands or SQL sublanguages, everything is the same. SQL statements, SQL commands, SQL sublanguages. There are five types are there. DDL, DDL commands, DML commands, DCL commands, TCL commands, DQL commands, or DRL commands. Both are same. DRL or DQL. Data query language or data retrieval language. So first, DDL, data definition language. So there are commands create, drop, alter, truncate, and one more command is there, rename. 5 commands are there for data definition language: create, drop, alter, truncate. Next, DML, data manipulation language: insert, update, merge, delete, merge, and one more command is there, insert all. Insert all. It is advanced concept. Data control language: grant and revoke. Mostly this will be taken care by the DBS, but you should also, as a developer, should know what is grant, what is revokes. So this is a one separate concept, guys. For every command is a one separate command concept. You no need to worry. We will discuss again. DCL, transaction control language: commit, rollback, save point. DQL or DRL, data query language: select. Now you can see here, data definition language. DDL commands or DDL statements. Data definition commands or statements are used to define a tables or database structure or schemas. So based on this DDL commands only, we can create the tables, we can change the structure of a tables or schemas, we can, I mean, that is not only tables, any database object, table, view, index, that is called one separate concept. Tables, views, index, synonym, sequence, everything. If you want to create any object in the table, and if you want to modify the structure of a, see now you know that, describe the EMP123 created, no? Okay. So now you know the structure, this one. Okay. Now I need to change this name, not EMP123, EMP-123. So that means we are changing the structure of a table name. And I need to add one more column, phone number of that employee table. So that means you are changing the structure of a table. You need to change login, not date and time, just to login time. You need to put it. So you need to modify column name. You need to you can able to modify the table name. You can able to modify the existing column name. If you want, you can able to add the another field name to the table. Even if you want to increase and decrease the sizes also, increase the decrease the sizes also. Hello, hello. Bro, నీది మెయిల్ ఐడి పంపి బ్రో. నేను సెషన్లో ఉండా, మెయిల్ ఐడి పంపి, తర్వాత నేను పంపించేస్తాను నీకు. నువ్వు మొన్న కాల్ చేయమన్నా కాల్ చేయలేవు. ఎప్పుడు చేశారు? అవునా, ఏమో నేను మరి చూసుకోలేదు. సరే మరి నేను సెషన్లో ఉండా. ఓకే, సారీ గైస్. సో ఈచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ సపరేట్. Why we use create? To create any new database object. Alter is modify the structure. Structure in the sense, if you want to modify the table name, if you want to modify the field name, if you want to modify the data type. Now your requirement is you need to change number as a int or number as a varchar 2. any data type. So now your requirement you need to increase the size to create any database object, either a view, table, or index names. Then you have to use the create command. Which command we use to create a table? Here, create command. Next, to change any structure of a table name, table, a structure in the sense table name change, change, field name adding, then data type change, sizes increasing or decreasing, anything that is a structure. Now your requirement is you need to remove your table names or column names or anything. You need to drop, delete it. Now your requirement you need to delete whole data from table and you have to go for the truncate. Now you need to rename a table, then you have to go for the rename command. So if you want to modify any, if you want to change or if you want to modify, if you want to create a new database object, if you want to change the database structure of a any table, if you want to on schema level, then you should use only this ddml commands. So there is a separate concept for everything. Practically we will show tomorrow what is create, how many ways you can use the create, what are the examples, then what is the alter, then next what is add, what is within the alter, what is drop, like that. Next again dml, one concept again, same. Next again drl dql, one 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 command. Next operators. This is what guys today class. Anyone is having any doubts? Those
Sir,
all are
what
the
is
one
the
one topic.
difference between drop and truncate?
That is very important question. In real time they will ask. Um, in real time they will ask. So when you tell that, everyone will tell that it's remove a, we can remove some rows for using the drop, but you can remove the all rows from the truncate. But thing is there is a some separate one point is there which you need to highlight, then only they can understand. So there is every database, if you insert any data, till data is there, for there it will create one high watermark. When you use truncate, that watermark will be removed, and wherever the data is there, for example there are 20,000 records, after 20,000 records one watermark will be created. Now you removed 10,000 records, the watermark will remove 20,000. After that again it will create up to whatever the data you have. Now you have 10,000 records, after 10,000 records watermark will be created. But whereas in delete what will happen, delete cannot remove the watermark. So the remaining 10,000 whatever you deleted, right, 10,000 records, the space will be waste for the database. That is what you have to highlight. Remaining everyone till they tell that delete is easy to. That's very important question in real time interview. They will ask. We will explain you on the further class whatever we discuss. But whatever you are asking, I will tell you simple way. By using delete, we can delete all rows or some specified rows. But whereas in truncate, you can't able to create delete. For example, 10,000 records are there, you need to delete 5,000 records. By using delete you can do, even you need 10,000 remove, but by using delete you can delete 5,000 or 10,000 records as well. But whereas in truncate there is no option to delete some particular rows. Within the rows you doesn't have any particular, you can't able to delete the particular rows from the table. That will delete automatically all rows at a time. Truncate is used, truncate will improve the performance because it will remove all, it will take all at a time and remove it. Delete never provide that because that will has to be check each and every row, so that will take time. Instead, if your requirement is you need to remove the all rows from your table, then you should go for the truncate. If your requirement is remove some particular rows, then there is no option to remove truncate to remove the particular rows. You should go for the delete. The main thing, whatever I said, right? High watermark. If you want in your home, if you have any DVDs or CDs, you can watch, you can take back and you can flip that one. You can see in backside there is a some round circle will be there till, for example, that is 4 GB is a maximum. So you have stored in CD or DVD 2 GB. Remaining 2 GB space will be there, right? So when you see the CD or DVD till 2 GB, it will be thick color, bluish color. It will be there. Remaining
Yes,
2
sir.
GB, it will be light color will be there. That means till the 2 GB there is a data. Remaining 2 GB there is no data. So even if you remove 1 GB by using delete, so that the color will not reduce to till 1 GB. It will be the same because there is a high watermark within that. When you use truncate to remove all, the automatically the bluish color will be removed.
Okay, sir.
Like that way
I
you have to explain the interviewer so that he can understand that he is having more grip on the database, how it is storing, what is high watermark, how it will be removed instead of using delete, why we are using truncate. Everything we will explain those all things. Like that way our whole training will be there, guys. It is not like outside. They used to take for 1 month for whole SQL and PLSQL to complete the training. It will be take 2.5 months to complete the SQL and PLSQL. SQL is the 40 days and PLSQL is the 35 days. Full end to end from basic till advanced level we can explain. Even you can show your experience, 4+ years of experience, till that you can achieve the, I mean, you can crack the interview and you can survive it. You don't need to depending on anyone. So like that training will be there from end to end. So this is the, as I said, first 5 days sessions are free. Today is the last final session is completed, guys. Free sessions. From tomorrow onwards, if you want to continue, you should enroll the course. So if you want to enroll course, you can contact me. This is my number.
We'll approach.
SL91 799 700 4345. This is my WhatsApp number or my contact number. You can approach me. So after completing the training, you will get resumes prepare support and resume preparation. And some people doesn't know Naukri and this LinkedIn's, I mean, sorry, not LinkedIn, Monster to upload the resumes. So that will also taken care. And how do you need to, like, in project perspective also we will explain. Two projects will be provided. The explanation of project also will be provided. And how do you need to explain the your self introduction, everything will be taken care. And till you get the job, there will be support from our side. That is our responsibility if you enroll it. And I am telling one more time, if you have patience, if you want to learn end to end, then only you can join. Because it is not like outside training to complete 25 days or 30 days within whole training. Our ultimate goal is you should know each and everything in the database. You don't need to depending on some people will take support outside, they survive those things all. We doesn't encourage. We need those people whoever has taken training, they should stand their own by.
Sir, any side-by-side reading material will be provided from
Yes,
your
yes,
end, sir?
yes.
The daily
So class
material.
notes will be provided, and the people are requesting. Many people are. So we will provide the. We are developing the for that also separate. Previously, what I used to do, I used to provide the whatever I am writing right in class. This class class notes, running notes will be provided. So now I am developing separate material for the training people. For every day we will share it, we will provide that one as well. And the software, once you enroll, you will get the software, and you need to practice it, right, for a day, every day. This software will be provided, and we will send you one separate video how to install that software in your mission. You can watch that video and you can install it. If you have any difficulties faced during the installation, I will take remote and I will install it.
Okay, sir.
Software will be
Sure,
provided,
sir.
material will be provided, and our project explanation will be provided. After the completion of course, resume support will be there until you get the job. Our responsibility, even we get this I am the technical lead in my company, and I have many references. I used to get the some referrals by my friends companies, everything. We will share those things as well.
Sure, sir. Sir, like
Sir,
interview questions also are you going to provide, sir,
Sorry.
in the end of interview questions or not?
Yeah,
Interview questions.
that must be taken care. For every day, assignment will be provided like this. I will show you some example. Every day, see, this is 18th 6th. This last batch I provided. These all are the two questions. 18th assignment. These all are
Yeah.
the answers for that. So again, 20th. These all are the assignments. For 21st, this is the assignment. For 22nd, this is the sign. If you see your credit card, your bill, that is the real time scenario. The some people will work on credit card project. So if you observe credit card in your bill, last first four digits and last four digits only it will display in your statement. Am I right?
Yeah.
It
Correct,
doesn't
correct, sir.
display this one because of security. So how do you need to achieve that scenario? In if you go real time that project, how do you need to work on that one? So like this way, one assignment will be provided, and again we will discuss those assignments in the weekends. And your requirement is the table is having different extensions: jpg, jpeg, png. But my requirement is I need to get all extensions, what and all files are there. And this is the 26th assignment. Like that way, everyday assignments will be there. Those assignments will be discussed in the weekend session, and a doubt session will be there. And even we see some, for some questions, why I will put the doubt session and assignment discussion separate class. Today I have given one 10 questions. Tomorrow if I explain, the whole class will be disturbed, and half of the topic only we can able to cover. So I don't want to like clumsy our class and all. So what I need to do, I need to taken care of that. The whole weekend session I will take separate 1 hour for that, for assignment discussion. The whole week what and all your doubts, see, I will provide answers like this also. We will not I am providing like this directly to you. In class I will ask how to write this. You may write one way, some other resource write the one way, and I may write one approach. There are 3 to 4 approaches also for the one question. 3 to 4 answers. If you see like this, 3 to 4 answers also will be there. But I will write all 3 to 4 answers. I will explain which way is the better way to write. Why that is better way? If you see, this is the two answers for this. Two answers. I will explain two answers, but I will explain which approach is better way to improve the performance and everything. Those all taken care, no worries. Assignment part, interview questions. See, now I told you na. So these question they asked, this question, table related. Table related, I said, right? The question they have asked. So like that way, every class I will specifically why I explain this much time. I know that definitely they ask one question. Care and care and Cat to yesterday why I would explain that much time day before yesterday, that is also interview question. So I will, because I used to go for the interviews. I have taken many people interviews as well. So I know right what and all we ask. So every interview we will tell in the class itself. This is the interview question, very 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 important. I will more explain on that. I will stretch that one 2 3 times. I will explain. So in class itself, we will tell what and all interview questions. You need to practice accordingly. And we used to take in care 4 to 5 minutes extra for that to explain 2 3 times.
Sir,
You
the
know,
recordings which you are giving, that will be having lifetime access or expires after 3 months or 6 months, sir?
no. As of now, it is having lifetime access. But now I came to know people are taking my videos and they are posting in like Telegram. They are selling for the amount. You got it? My point.
Yeah, they will. Few people will misuse like
Yeah,
that.
that's the reason I am thinking to put 6 months or 1 month's expiration, not 3 months, 6 months. But still, I haven't bought any software for that. Let's see. But as of now, we are providing lifetime only. Let them take care. Like some people, they think that they need only recorded sessions. Some people doesn't encourage that, because you are having one doubt to whom we will reach if you are not enrolling.
Yes, sir. And also, for me personally, I am a slow learner, sir. So if I can browse through the videos multiple times, then only it's possible for me to
That
learn the
that's no
concepts
worry.
as well.
See, we as of now we are uploading in Google Drive and we are giving to the students. Okay, we are not putting any like restrictions for that. Like we are providing lifetime access as of now. This is my 7 to 8 batch. Previously, now it is moved to like 8:30. See, like this sessions. In outside for constraints, they will explain only one day, one session. See, 4 hours. 4 hours means extra. We will take 10 minutes like that. 5 hours it will come. Joins 3 class. Subqueries 4 class. Views 5 class. That much in depth we will provide it.
Sir, offline classes is available, sir.
No, right now because I am having home time, you know, right? It's a
Okay.
like everyone is doing work from home. So right now I'm working in uh, from hometown. So I am not in Hyderabad to take offline classes and all. Sorry for that. So that I will tell you that there is no difference for offline and online. The thing is only that if you are having any doubts on the, you can ask in offline. That is the only one benefit. So even you can ask me at any time. You can ping me in my WhatsApp or you can call me if you have any doubts. We will discuss. And even I will suggest you better way ask in the class itself. Every day at last class I will explain you every day, like do anyone is having any doubts, by that time you can ask. So we will take in care there only. Or else if you are hesitate to ask in front of everyone, then you can ask me separately, you can call me.